دايما بيبقى في ذهني العلاقة الوطيدة ما بين صناعة الإعلام والصحافة وقوانين المهنة والسياسات العامة اللي بتحكم المهنة. أنا شايفة إن الذكاء الاصطناعي برضه لازم يبقى جزء من هذا السؤال. إيه هي القوانين اللي بتحكمه؟ وإيه هي الآداب والمبادئ العامة اللي هتحكم استخدامنا للذكاء الاصطناعي لما نمارس مهنتنا؟
لقد جاءت المحرقة الصهيونية في غزة لتكشف أن الذكاء الاصطناعي واستخداماته خاصة في مهنتنا مثل كل اختراع إنساني له وجهان، وأنه يحكمه الاستخدام البشري، ويمكن للقوى المسيطرة أن تستغله لزيادة سيطرتها وفرض هيمنتها خاصة، وأنها حتى الآن مالكة لمعطياته ومالكة لأدواته ومالكة لأدوات تطوره. كان السؤال قبل الطوفان: إلى أي حد يمكن الاستفادة من الذكاء الاصطناعي، وإلى أين وصل، وأين نحن منه، وكيف يمكن ملاحقته؟ ثم صار بعد أن كشفت الممارسات الإنسانية البشعة إمكانية استغلال هذا التطور في جريمة تزييف متكاملة الأركان لتبرير واحدة من أبشع جرائم الحرب وأبشع الجرائم ضد الإنسانية، وكذلك في مصادرة حقوق ملايين الأشخاص في التعبير لفرض رؤية واحدة لتؤكد على هذه المطالبات وتؤكد على ضرورة أن يسير الأمرين معا: ملاحقة آفاق التطور واستخدام الذكاء الاصطناعي في مهنتنا، وهذه ضرورة، وكذلك تنظيمه ذاتياً وضبط معاييره جنباً إلى جنب حتى لا يتحول السلاح الجديد كما حدث إلى سلاح في يد مجرم الحرب والنادية الجديدة وديكتاتوريات المنع ومصادرة الحق في التعبير.
Well, I think everyone's talking about AI now, and we really need to talk about it when it comes to journalism as well, because it can be a great tool and something to help us, but it also gives us a lot of new challenges, because it's also being abused, it's also being used for propaganda, for deep fakes, for all sorts of different, it gives new tools for everyone. And we also need to make sure that we make the right choices when it comes to how we develop our journalism into a new digital age. I think journalists today, or if you're thinking about studying journalism, the AI will be part of what you need to learn and understand and make use of in the right way. But at the same time, something won't change, and that's the press ethics, how you work with what our work is and what we need to do, the freedom. That stays the same, and then AI will be a new tool, but I think it demands a lot of new skills for journalists, just because it makes harder to make sure you verify, the work of verifying your sources has become harder, and that will become an important skill for any journalist in the future.
The key takeaways, I think, is that we are learning by sharing our experiences. We are learning how AI can work and do work, and what we can use it for and what we have to look out for, because there are lots of traps with the use of IA.
Well, there's several key points that came up. For me, there were two really clear ones. Number one is that we need to seriously collaborate with our colleagues, the scientists, instead of being in sort of separate silos, because there's much to be gained from a collaboration between the scientists and the journalism educators. That's one thing. The second takeaway for me really is about AI and how we should not be afraid of it, and how we should see how we can use it to identify the ways that young people like to gain their information. And I think that too is really important, particularly in a country like ours where most of the population is under the age of 30, and we don't want to lose them to a world of misinformation.
So many takeaways that are practical in terms of if you're using photos and what's going to come out when you put in your prompt for an AI photo. Kind of what do you need to do to tweak it? So there were some practical examples of how that works. That was the main takeaway for me, that we should not expect for AI to just do everything. It needs human beings involved because AI is making too many mistakes and it needs to be fact-checked by human beings.